Hi guys, so welcome back to another online art session where we'll be making our very own lantern this session, okay? So for those who have received the free craft kits, you will have received these 11 pieces of origami paper that have been cut out for you already. So you just need these 11 pieces, your long string, and then a wooden chopstick and the light that we have for you, okay? And if you want, you can actually have black marker because you'll be needing a black marker or pencil because you'll be needing to make these markings for later on. Alright? And for those who didn't receive the free craft kits, we will need 11 pieces of origami paper, a wooden chopstick, glue, and if you don't have a glue, you can actually use a double-sided tape, scissors to cut out the paper, and then a black marker for the markings and a long string if you have. And if you don't have a light, you can actually just use candles to light the lantern up. Alright? So without further ado, we will actually move all this away. Alright guys, so before we get started, we need to have 11 of this origami paper. So if you want, you can actually have different colors, or you can have all the same colors to make the color you want, okay? And what we're going to do now is we're going to fold this paper so that we can cut into this pentagon shape. Alright? So with this piece of paper, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it upside down so that the white facing is facing us. And then we are going to fold it halfway up. Okay? So, white facing, we're going to fold it into half from the bottom end, folding it upwards. Okay? Okay, so after you have folded into half, what we are going to do is we are actually going to take this end, this left end corner here, and we are going to fold it down so that this line will be parallel to this line. So we're going to fold it down into a triangle, see, so that it will be parallel to this, and we're going to press it down but halfway only. Okay, don't press all the way, you can just press lightly this side, but press it down harder on the nearer end, closer to you. Okay? After that, you can see there's a line here. Okay, so I'll repeat again. You can take this left corner, fold it down so that this line is parallel to this line, and just fold it until halfway, press it down to halfway. Okay? And then we unfold it, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this top end, we're going to fold it down halfway. Okay, we're going to fold it down halfway down here, and then we're going to just press it down this way lightly. Okay. So I'll repeat, we'll take this top end and fold it down halfway, and then we press it down a bit harder on this side, on the left side, so that when you open up, you can actually see there's this joint here where the triangle fold meets the half rectangle fold. Okay? So when you see this end, take a pen or pencil or marker and actually mark them out. Okay? Where the points meet, mark those points that meet with a pen or pencil. Okay? And then what we are going to do next, we're going to take this corner and see this black point. We are going to take this corner and we are going to actually fold it up. so that it meets the black point. Okay, so that it should look like that. And like that from the other side. So I'll do it once more. So after you unfold, we're going to take this corner to bring it out to meet the black point. Okay. Alright. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it this way to face us, and we are going to take this part to fold it down so that this line here is parallel to the line here. Okay? So you're going to fold it like a cone shape, a small triangle. And there we go. So I'll do it once more. So after we have folded this up, we'll take this corner and fold it down so that this line is parallel to the line below. So that now it actually looks like a cone. Okay? Okay, so after we have folded that, we're going to take this corner, okay, this one, we are going to flip it so that it faces us like that. We're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it downwards so that this line meets the middle line here. And we press it down. Okay? So I'll do it again. This corner, fold it so down so that this line meets the middle line, and it becomes like a small triangle. Okay? And after you have done that, we are actually going to fold it backwards. Okay, so I'll do it again. See this, there's this two opening. We are going to fold again along that middle line here, backwards, so that it looks like this from the back. You can see this middle line, and like that. Fold it down. Okay. And once you have folded it down, one side should be a triangle, and the other side should have small triangles. Okay. So the one with two openings here, like a step, should be facing you instead of this facing. This smooth facing should be facing against you. Okay? So this step facing should be facing you. And what we are going to do is, we are going to take a scissors and we are going to cut along this line. This opening here, we are going to take a scissors and cut along this line. Okay, and once cut, you should get your pentagon shape like this. Okay? So when you open it up, you should get this pentagon shape. Okay? And what we are going to do is we are actually going to mark out the lines. So see this black line, it should actually be in the center. So I'm just going to mark the back. Okay, so see all these lines here, we're going to mark out the middle of this line. So what we are going to do is going to flip this open over, let the white facing face you, and mark out these white lines. You can mark them out if you want, because after we mark them out, we are actually going to fold this downwards to form a triangle shape. Okay, so this is what the markings are for, to help you to fold the triangle shape down. But if you don't want, and if you know where to fold them, it's fine as well. Okay, so what we need to do now actually is to cut out the same shape for all the other 10 pieces. Okay, so what you can actually do, you can actually get your parents to help you in this step, so that it will be a faster process. You can take this pentagon shape, place it on top of the other 10 pieces, and you can actually just cut them out across this line. Okay, so that it will be a faster process for you. And after you have cut them, you can actually just mark the markings if you want to. Alright? Okay, so after you have cut out all the pentagon shape, this is how it will look like. And if you want to do the marking, and you can actually just do the marking by turning it over, so that your black marking will be facing inside, because this will be the outside of the lantern. Okay, so with these two markings of the black point, what we are going to do, the color will be outside of the lantern, so we are going to move it to the back. Okay, turn it around, and with these two black points, we are actually going to fold down the top downwards to form a small triangle. Okay, and do the same to the other side. So once you fold this triangle down, we will fold the other 4 sides as well. So from this point black and this black point, we will fold it down as well. Okay. Alright, and then now we fold the other one. So we will fold this triangle down, alright, and then same for the other 2 sides. So these 2 black points, and then we fold it downwards. The last one. So after you have folded down this triangle, okay, you can actually see a star shape now. See this star? You can actually see this star shape, and then this is how it looks like from the front of your lantern. Okay, so actually when you shine the light, it should give out a prominent star shape. I'm not so sure if you can see it, but in the dark you'll be able to see the star shape. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are actually going to fold all the other 10 pieces, but we can fold along as we glue them on later. Okay, so after you fold the first piece, same for the second piece, we are going to fold down the triangle as well. So if you have the marking, you can actually just fold the triangles down. So you can actually just fold down a small triangle so that you form a very nice star shape. So we have our own star shape. So this is 2 stars now. Alright? So how are we going to paste? If you don't have glue, you can actually use a scotch tape. Alright? Or a double-sided tape. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a glue. So out of all these 11 colors, you can choose one color that is your base, or if you are using Austin color, you can choose any one. So I'll choose the orange one for my base. Okay, the base is where I will be sticking the lantern in the middle later, so that it will light up the lantern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to face the star shape like this. Okay, and I'm going to take the second piece. I'm going to do the top now, the sides. So I'm going to take this corner, flip it open. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this. See this line and this line, it has to be parallel. So I'm going to stick this inside here. Okay? So you place your 2 star shape parallel to each other like this. And then you can take your double-sided tape or glue. And I'm going to glue this so that I can stick it here. So to glue it, actually I'm going to stick this. Open this up. Place this line in this line here, and then I will glue it down so that this line is protruding. Okay, when this triangle protrudes out, we are going to stick this to the outside of it. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this. And I'm going to stick it inside of my triangle. So that the line will be just across it. And then I can stick this triangle outside. Okay. So that now I have stick this out inside. It should look like this from the outside. So the yellow one will stick inside of the orange, while the orange will be sticking outside. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll actually glue the orange part. And I will be sticking them here. There we have it. So that this is the base and this will be out. And then I'll do the same for around the sides as well. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually take a third piece and I'm going to fold my triangles. To form the star shape. Okay, there we have it. It's a star shape. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll be taking one side and sticking it on the other side, on the inside. Same like the yellow one. Okay, so after you have glued your third piece, this side will be sticking on the inside of the orange. Okay, so that when you fold, you can actually still see the star shape there. Alright, and now the orange will be facing outside, so I'm going to glue the orange. And I'll stick the orange to the outside here. Okay, so that now on the outside it looks like this. Alright, and so I'm going to do the same for the other side as well. Okay, so I'll take my third piece and I'll fold my triangle down. So that I get my star shape. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take one side and then I'll paste them. Okay? So try to get a side that is similar to the other piece of paper. Yeah. The same length. Okay, so I'll glue this side and then I'll paste it in so that the orange will be sticking out. Okay. So I'll stick my blue against the line of the orange and then I'll glue the orange outside now. And there we have it. So now the outside should look like this. Okay, so now I'll take my third piece and then I will stick it right just like the previous one. So I'll glue the inside. Okay. And then just like the rest, I'll stick it inside of the orange. Against the line. So that the orange is facing outside. And then I will glue the orange one. And I will stick them out. last one, I'll take another piece and I'll stick it, glue the outside facing. And do the same. Stick it out of the orange one. And there we go. Orange facing outside. And glue the orange outside. So that now it looks like this. And now it looks like this on the inside. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to stick the sides together. So we stick one. So we're going to stick this inside brown to the inside of the yellow, just like how we did to the base. We're going to stick it in, and then this yellow will be outside here. Okay? So choose any side you want. Glue the outside facing of the color. So after I've glued the brown one, I'm going to push it against this yellow line. And I'm going to stick it down. So make sure it's against the yellow line so that you can stick the yellow facing out. Okay? So that it will still form a star shape in the end. And then you glue your yellow ones. Okay, after you glue it, stick them outside. So if you want, you can actually just use a double-sided tape so that it will be easier instead of gluing it. Okay. And now we're going to do the same to all the other sides. So since this brown one is sticking outside, we will stick this yellow one inside of this purple one. Okay. So I'm just going to glue these yellow ones here. And with this line, I'm going to push it in so that it sticks. And there you have it. Okay. Once you stick that in, you can glue the outside one. Okay. And after you glue this, you can stick them outside. Alright. And now we do the same. So we will glue this inwards. And then the blue one outside. Alright. Okay, after I glued that, push it so that it will be aligned with the other color line. And then stick them against it, so that this flap will be out. And then now you glue them together. So So if your glue is not sticky enough, just put more glue, yeah? Okay. So that when you make your lantern, it should be like this. So this is the base. Okay. And we do the same. Glue the blue to the insides of the pink. And then the last one, the pink will be inside of the brown. Okay, so after you stick the brown one, so it will look like this. So this is how it looks like from the inside. Okay, and then the outside will be like this. This is the base. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take another piece of star. Okay, and I've actually double-sided taped mine, so you can glue it. And what we're going to do is the same. We are actually going to stick it inside of one of the piece. So like previously, I'm going to paste it along this line. And then I'm going to actually stick mine. Okay. And then now I will actually glue the brown piece of paper. So that I can stick the brown one outside of the purple one. Okay, so that now we are doing the top. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And then you take another piece. Okay, and we are going to paste one down here. So I'm just trying to find the same length. Alright, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this facing, and like previous one, I'm going to paste it inside. I'm going to stick this brown one outside. Okay, and then I'll stick it in outside here. Okay. And what I'm going to do to this side is I'm going to stick the purple one inside of the green one. Okay, so let me just show you the purple one inside of the green one. Okay, there we go, like this, so that the green facing is outside, and then I'm going to glue it. And then I'll stick the green one inside. Okay, so after that, once you have glued this, now we are going to stick this purple one. So this purple one left with 3 sides. We are going to stick the bottom one to the insides of this pink. Okay. So we're going to stick the bottom then this piece below, we are going to push it out, and we're going to bring the purple one in along the lines and to stick it down. Okay, so we just need to push it in, and there we go. Okay, and then now we stick this one outside. So once that is done, take another piece of star, and we are going to paste this one of the facing inside of this same piece, same pink one. Okay, so I'm going to glue the yellow facing. Then, same for this piece, I'm going to paste it against the line. Okay, and there we go. Alright, and then the pink one will be outside. I'm going to glue the pink facing. Now it looks like this. Okay, so after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this purple facing inside of this yellow one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the purple one. Okay, and I'm going to paste it in the yellow facing against the line. I'll glue the yellow facing outside of the purple one. And there we have it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then same for this side. So what we can do is actually we can paste this green one inside of this yellow one. Okay, so I'm going to paste this green one inside of the yellow one. Oops. There we go. Against the line, and then I press it down so that the yellow facing will be outside. Okay, and then I'll paste the yellow facing outside of the green one. Have it. So now take another piece and we're going to paste it over here. So before that, what we can do is this yellow one, like just now the purple, we can paste it inside the blue one. So I'm going to paste this. The blue so that the blue will be outside facing. Okay. now I'll take another piece, and what I have actually done is I double-sided tape them so that it will be sticky enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one side, and I'm going to actually paste it inside of this blue piece. So after I paste it down, then I'll paste the blue one inside so that it will be this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the bottom side of this brown piece inside of this blue piece. So I'm going to paste it against the line, and with the blue piece pasting outside. Okay, and then with these two, I'm going to paste this piece inside of the yellow one and the yellow one outside. Okay. Okay, so now I have taken out the double-sided tape. I'm going to paste this brown piece inside of the yellow one against the line. Okay, and then the yellow one pasting outside. Okay, and there we go. And then with this piece, I'll glue them outside like this. So now, after you have pasted this to the piece on the left side, now the bottom piece here have to paste inside of this bottom side here. Okay. So this is the base, and this is the top side, and this is the bottom side. So the top side of this brown piece, I'm going to glue this triangle one, and I'm going to paste it at this purple piece along the sides. Okay, and now I'm going to paste the outside facing . We have one more to go, which is our very last star. So your very last star, what we are going to do is we're going to take one side and paste it in side of this two. Okay, so now I'll take one side of this last piece. I will glue this. I'll actually glue the other side next to it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this to this side inside here on the bottom piece, and then this side here will be on the left side of this inside piece. Okay. And then now I'll stick this outside piece to the outside facing. And then just left these 4 flaps where we will be sticking this glue inside of this yellow one against the line, and the blue inside the green one against the line. Okay, so that it will look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this. So to make it easier, you can actually glue all 4 sides, so that it's easier to stick. So I'm going to glue the other side as well. And then push open these 2 flaps and stick it in. So you have to stick them along the lines. So with these 2 inside and these 2 outside here. Now I'll stick the green one. There we go, your very own lantern. Okay, and what you need to do now is we're going to glue this flaps downwards so that it will stay in place. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue them. After you glue, you can stick them down. Okay, so that it won't be flipping out. And then there you have it, your very own lantern. So with this light switch, turn it back, you can on the lights, and there you have it. Okay, you can actually just place the light inside, and you'll have your very own lantern with the stars. Okay, so that when you paste them down, you actually get this star shape from the light. Okay. Yeah. And then next that I'll be teaching you is actually to do the string with the wooden chopstick so that you can hold your lantern. Okay? Okay, so after I have glued all these flaps down, I will cut out a long string, and the long string can be about 1 meter long, which however long you want, so that you can hold your lantern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my 2 ends of the string here. Okay, so this is how long my string is. Alright. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is you'll be needing your stapler and your wooden chopstick. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we're going to actually stapler the ends here at one of the flaps. Okay, so before we stapler the ends to the flaps, to the lantern, we actually need to tie a knot. So I'm going to actually tie a knot like this. through a hole. And if you want to be secure enough, you can tie a double knot so that it will actually be like this after you stapler. This is a single knot. Okay, so this is a single knot. After you stapler, you will be able to hold it like this. Alright? Okay. So if you want to be secure enough, so just in case it doesn't fall out, you can actually do a double knot. So what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to do a double knot, just in case. And if you want to do a single knot, go ahead and do it, and then do the same to the other end as well. And then now I'm going to actually do single knot. Okay. And there we have it. Okay, so now to tie the string, what we are going to do is we are going to place the string on the table and take the chopstick and place it in the middle, taking the two ends to make sure that the chopstick is right in the middle. So you just want to make sure that the ends are of equal length. Okay, and now with the chopstick in the middle, you can just place it down. And when you have the two ends ready, you can actually just tie a knot like this. Okay, and once you tie a knot, to make it secure, you can actually bring this string to this side, bring it over to make sure that the string is secure. Okay, so I'll do it again. So after you tie the knot, the string is like that. You bring one end below, turn it to this side, and you bring the other end this side so that it's a crisscross movement. And to make sure that, and then you just want to bring the strings up so that you can tie it. And there we have it. Okay, so that's a double knot that you have tied. Okay. So that the two ends will be of equal length, and then with the knot tied to the wooden chopstick. Alright? After you have tied the strings to the chopstick, make sure it's at the end so that you have a space to hold it. And then we will bring in our lanterns, and you can actually stapler them already. So you can choose any side you want for them to stapler. So I'm going to choose these two sides. So find the two knots, find the knot that you have tied, make sure that it's below the stapler. So you put your knot there. Make sure that there is a spacing above the knot so that you can stapler it. Alright? So just like how I did for this one, I place it here and then I stapler and then above the knot so that it won't go through. make sure your outside string is not inside the stapler, if not you will have stapled the string, the outside string as well. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, and then now I'm going to stapler the other side to here. There we have it, your very own lantern. So if you want to balance it, actually you can, if you have enough string, you can actually extend one more to have it here and then tie a knot around it. Yeah, and the very last step is just to put your light inside, you can have your lantern. Okay. Hi guys, so this is how your lantern will look like in the night, especially when it's quite dark. So as you can see, I'm holding the chopstick with the strings, and then you can see the light bulb inside. So you can, if you don't have a light bulb, you can use a candle, it's fine. And when you lift it up, you should see these stars illuminating. Yeah. And there you have it, your very own lantern. Okay? Alright, happy Mid-Autumn guys! Thank you!